here we go, Hawks fans. Down at the World Center in Colorado Springs. Your Littleton Hawks taking on the Colorado Springs Tigers. B-Black team, I believe. We know the starting goaltender for the Hawks is going to be Garrett today. Lining up here on this rink. We'll get our starting lineups here shortly. And here we go, ready for the drop of the puck. Here we go, your starting lineup for Littleton Hawks. Mo back on defense. Patrick, Tucker, Kai. Patrick on the draw. Puck comes back towards L. L makes a pinch. Colorado Springs coming in. Shot on G. Big glove save. Put it right in his bread basket. G holding the net strong. Hawks going to get a reline in their defensive zone. Patrick on the draw. They send it back to Mo. Mo's got it behind the boards. She's going to send it hard up the boards. That comes towards Tucker. Tucker not able to grab. It comes all the way up and out of the zone. Springs on it. Sends it towards Tucker. Tucker gets a foot on it. Battles on the boards, but here comes Springs the other way. Springs from distance. Shot on net. Sent just wide. Tipped off of Mo. Kai there battling on the boards, 2-on-2. Hawks able to chip it up towards the blue line. Springs gets it, shot from distance, goes deep into the corner. Pops back up, Springs able to jump back on it. Mo battling with them on the corner. They try to shoot low on G, big block save. Goes back to the corner, L's got it in the boards. L with some time, sends it up to the line, but not out. Hops straight up in the air. Patrick able to kick it up and out of the zone. Everyone on sides. L's gonna go far side towards Tucker. Tucker going after it. Oh, they mishandled the puck. Tucker just couldn't get it. Springs coming back the other way. Springs gonna come, take a pass back towards Tucker. Tucker almost able to steal that one away. Comes over to Kai. Kai's got it on the far side boards, gets it up to Mason. Mason sends it, hits a body, no icing. Tucker will be the first one on it, going down deep into the corner. Springs able to get it, springs it back up. Colton there. Hopped up and over his stick. Amelia's the first one on it in our defensive zone. Amelia with one on, reverses course, sends it back up. Not going to be icing. Springs able to pick that one up. Springs comes back around their net. Max there on challenge. Springs able to cut up and through. Gets a breakaway. Colton chasing after him. Going to go wide on G. Shot! Missed the net. G with the rebound, able to cover that one. G stayed with him, went from his right to left. Didn't even give him anything to shoot at. And on the rebound, they put it into G. He's able to cover it. Here we go, Mason on the draw. Colorado Springs wins it back. Shot from distance on G. Big rebound, kicks it over to the side. Amelia there, they shoot again. G, another block, gets up to Colton. Naya lifts a stick and it comes up and out of the zone. Mason and Max going after it. They reverse course, comes back up to Naya. Naya holds a line, shot from distance. It's a Springs player. They able to tip it up, but can't get it out of the zone. Colton holds it for a second, hits a shin guard though. That's offsides. We'll get a new line change. Should be Ryder, Brenny with Patrick. Kira and Eli, refs are having a hard time. Both refs have taken a dive. Ice super slippery here today. Here we go. Patrick on the draw. Eli and Kira back on defense. Patrick had a little equipment failure. There we go. Got everything all squared up. Brenny and Ryder up top. Patrick on the draw, wins it over towards Brenny. Brenny gets manhandled on the boards, gets taken down. Ryder steals the puck away, gets it up through a couple bodies. They send it back down on a chop. Kira's got it here at the blue line. Kira with time. It's going to go D to Eli. Eli with a little bit of time. Sends it to Ryder right up the middle. Oh, just couldn't get the tip back off and around. That's offsides, though, on the Springs. Great little play. Kira back to Eli. Eli waited, sent it right up the middle to Ryder, but it hit his back foot. He couldn't get away. That was going to spring the Hawks on a 3-on-2. Got to keep that play going. These Springs players are skating pretty hard and chasing the puck. Beat them by passing them. There we go. Brenny gets it, sends it back up to the line. On the second take, sends it to the far side. Springs will be the first ones after it. Springs on the boards. Ryder and Patrick were there to pinch on him. Hops back up to Kira. Kira with one on. Sends it back up to Brenny on the boards. Brenny can't handle the puck. Gets through two bodies though. Sends it back in deep. Ryder and Patrick try to get it to the boards. Patrick holds it for a second. Gets tipped back out. Puck's got a couple weird bounces. Gets over Brenny's stick. They try to shoot on distance on G. And he's just going to cover that one and reset. Mason, Kai, Tucker out there. L and Mo on defense. Mason on the draw. Mason tries to win it forward. Comes up to their deep pair. Colorado Springs holds it on the boards. As Kai and them battle, they try to center. Comes up to Mo. Mo's going to send it all the way down. That'll be icing, though. It's going to come all the way back down. 10:35 remaining in the first. Mason again on the draw. On the drop, they win it towards the boards, comes back up to the point. They shoot from distance, hits a couple bodies, and pops back over to the corner. Colorado Springs on it against L. Nice job by Tucker and L. Pinch that one away, pops up to Kai. Kai just can't get it away from the Springs player. They send it back in deep. L will be the first one on it for the Hawks. L with some time. Makes a move, sends it far side. Springs has four bodies there, though. They're able to cut back in. Mo pinches, forces them back up to the blue line, hits Mason on a shot. Tucker there holds it, kicks it up in the air, pops back up to a Springs player. Good job, Tucker steals it away again. Tries to make another move, comes back to L. L's gonna send that one up to the red line. Kai on attack. Springs able to get it to the boards. Mason holds it for a second. He's got bodies on. Kai trying to chip it in. Gets back. L sends it forward, hits a couple bodies. They pop it up and past L, but L stick lifts, holds it at the blue line. Springs can't get in, pops back to Kai. Kai, good board battle here. 2-on-2, battling in the boards. L's there trying to poke it, send it free. That pops up to the middle. L sends it back towards the boards, hits Mason. Can't get it past the red line. L gets it again, sends it up to Tucker. Tucker, 2-on, gets his pocket picked. They're going to send it back up to the line. Mo going back after him. They shoot on G. Big glove save. G. Had him beat on the high side, but he gets the glove up. Covers that one. Here we go. Patrick out there, Colton and Amelia. Max and Naya, they shoot on distance from G. Blocker save. Second shot. Oh! Hit his blocker, bounced, hit another body, and they were able to chip it over on his glove side. And Colorado Springs goes up one with 9 minutes remaining here in the first. G's eating a lot of rubber right now. Here we go, Patrick, Naya, Max line out there with Colton and Amelia. Mason on the draw, wins it over towards Max. Max sends it back to Mason. Patrick, sorry. Sends it back over to Patrick. Patrick took a little slide fall there, held it for a second. Get it back up to the line to Colton. Colton sends it in, then Springs sends it back in deep. Amelia be on it, one in the corner. Amelia reverses course, but the Springs were there. Springs with the puck, tries to center, and they whiffed on it. Comes all the way back out. Max on attack. No icing on this one. Max will be the first one down there for the Hawks, but Springs sends it up to the boards. Amelia holds the line, gets it back in deep, hits a couple bodies. Patrick there battling with Naya. Naya sends it over to Patrick. Patrick takes a shot, scores! Patrick shoots! Gets a first shot, goal by Patrick. Naya kept the zone, tipped it right to Patrick. He went 5-hole, and Hawks tie it up in 43 seconds. 1-1 game here. Gonna switch up the lines. Ryder, Brady, with Mason on this one, Kira, and Eli. There we go. Puck goes over to Brenny. Hawk Springs cutting in. 2-on-1. They go wide. Shot on G. Hits his body. Goes to the corner. Puck comes back up. Eli boards him off on the corner. Springs still with the puck. Try to center. A lot of bodies in front. Comes up. They send it towards Brenny's side. Just can't get it up and out of the zone. Comes back down. Eli's on it with a little time. Eli chips it up the boards. Springs have bodies there, though. They get it back in deep to Eli. Eli's going to reverse course. Sends it up towards Ryder. Ryder with a little bit of time. Tries to chip. Gets it past. Gets it up the blue line. Hits a body. That's offsides, though. Ryder had a couple bodies cutting. Tried to hit him, but hit a shin guard of a Springs player. Popped back in. Luckily, they were offside, so they were coming one-on-one the other way. Patrick, Kai, Tucker line out there. Eli and Kira on defense. Patrick keeps it at the line. That's offsides. Nope, they're going to let it go. They're going to shoot from distance again on G. G, big glove save. Pops around. It's loose. Patrick gets it up the boards. Tucker able to steal it away at the line. Tucker's got time. Sends it to Kai just out of his reach, but Kai will still be the first one on it. Tucker and Patrick cutting to the middle. Kai tries to make a little spin move, gets knocked down. Patrick has it, looking for Tucker. Hits a couple bodies. They get it up towards Mo on the line, but not strong enough. Springs able to kick that one out. L has it for a second, sends it back in. Kai going after it in the corner. Kai's got one on, makes a move. Gets through two players, bounces it off the boards. Kai with the puck, has bodies in front, has time. Tries to make a backhand towards Tucker, hits a body. Springs able to get it to the line, but not out. Puck still down deep. Patrick on attack. Springs able to spring out of the zone. Coming with, going far side of Mo. Mo, great defensive effort. Takes the legs out with the puck. They try to center it. G all alone. They take another shot. Never made it to the net. Springs there, pouncing all over it. Springs at the dot. Tries to take a shot. Patrick put a knee down, hit his body. Patrick with it, sends Tucker. Tucker's got 1-on-4 though, going the other way. Sends it in deep. Springs are gonna go D to D. Max there on attack. Great job by Max, messes up that play. Hawks have bodies, Amelia sends it back in deep. Tucker going after it. Tucker on the far side, needs to get a change. They send it back up to Amelia. Amelia, it bounces off her skate and comes back down deep. Colton will be the first one on it, gonna take it back and around G. Colton with time, sends it up the middle, hits a couple bodies. Oh, it was in Mason's feet. He couldn't get it up and out of the zone. Colton there defensively, holds him off at the dots. Oh, they make a nice little spin move, a shot on G, first save, rebound, pops back up. Max there, able to kick it up to the blue line, but not out. Colton there steals it away, but hits Max skate, keeps it in the zone. Amelia going after it, she's got it with one on. Amelia chips it up the boards, but doesn't pop out. They shoot from distance on G, goes wide of the net. Max is there, nice dig in, holds off the boards with Colton, pops back to Mason in the corner, tries to shoot it up but hits the Springs player. They try to release it in the middle. Springs has time, they send it back towards the net. Puck is loose, oh, they try to go wide side, no one there for him. Naya's got it, tries to center, hits a body, pops up to Mason. Mason loses it before he hits the blue line. Amelia gets it up and out of the zone towards Max. Max feathers it to Mason, hits his backside. Naya can't get it any deeper. Springs coming back the other way, 1-on-4. Springs gonna go wide, shot on G, glove save. Popped it back and around the corner. Springs tries to send it up the middle. Max there has a foot race, going after it. Springs gets it on the boards. Good job by Max, forces them. They can't get it out of the zone, then they chip it up and out. Kira's the first one on there. Kira's gonna go D to D. Eli with time's gonna go far side, hits Naya. They're gonna call that one ice. I don't think she got a stick on it, but Naya was wide open on that side. Great pass by Eli. We're working their weak side because they float around, so that D to D pass gives Eli time to get back over to the other side. But Naya wasn't able to get a stick on it, so we got an icing down back in our zone. Brenny, Ryder with Patrick, the goal scorer. Elle and Kira and Eli still out there. Patrick on the draw, wins it towards the boards. Patrick's the first one to pick it up, tries to make a move, stays in the zone. They're gonna shoot on G, send it wide. Kira's got it with one on, stepped on the puck and fell down though. Springs with the puck, makes a little spin move, tries to shoot on G. Big save by G. Got his big body in front of that one. Player was left all alone. They made a nice little spin move, fed that point. Had a player all alone, and G was able to seal that doorway. Patrick again on the draw, Kira on the far side. Brenny and Ryder. Springs gets the puck, tries to win it back. Patrick sends it up to the blue line, but not out. Hits a couple bodies. Oh, gee, big sliding save. They got a secondary rebound shot. Then Patrick sends it all the way up the wall towards Brenny. That's going to come up and out of the zone. Brenny on attack. They're going to go far side, try to go high. That's off. Ooh, there. They forced the ref out of the zone, so he didn't call offsides. They try to send it back around. Brenny's the first one on it. Brenny with a body. Springs chips it in. Brenny with a little bit of time. Lost the handle, comes back to Eli. Eli gets it, sends it up the middle. That is going to be icing, even though the Springs might have touched it. And we'll have a draw back down in our defensive zone. Elmo on defense, Tucker, Mason, and Kai, your forward pair. Mason on the draw. They draw, send it back. Shot on G, first save. Kicks it back towards the corner. They lose it to Mason. Mason's got 3-on-2 going the other way. Mason cuts up the middle. Mason makes a move, cuts back the other way. Shot from distance, hits the goalie, and he makes a cover. We'll have a draw back in the offensive zone. 3 minutes remaining here in the first. All tied up here, ones in the first. Mason on the draw. Tries to win it straight back, sends it back across for Tucker. Goes to the boards, Tucker there battling. Tucker, that was L, able to hold the zone. Oh, and then Springs able to chip that one back up and out. Mo's on it, tries to send it up the boards, hits a body. Springs are offsides though. Mo able to get that one up and out, but to hit a body causes Springs to be offsides. 2:47 in the first. Mason on the draw. Mason wins it forward, pops up towards Kai, but he can't get to it. Springs send it in deep. L will be the first one behind the net. L, with a little bit of time, reverses sides, sends it hard. There we go. They lost the Springs. Now we're going 3-on-1 the other way. Kai with a little bit of time and one on his back. Gets it into the zone, sends it deep. Mason going after it behind the boards. Springs sends it hard up the other way. No one home for the Hawks. Amelia holds it, but it just crossed the line. Amelia was on a change. Got there as fast as she could, but it was just offsides. 3-on-1. We need to make that pass. Patrick on the draw. Naya and Max. Wings it over to Max. Max sends it in, but not deep enough. Defense coming back the other way, going against Colton. Colton's going to force him wide. Colton keeps the Springs wide. They make a little circle back up to the middle. That was Patrick able to send that up to the blue line, but not out. They try to send it in with bodies. G able to cover that one. Try to get a better shot at G. I got a post in the way. Here we go. Patrick on the draw again. Wins it over to the boards. Sends it back for Colton. Colton's going to take it around the net. Colton's got one. Makes a nice little stop move. Tries to cut back across. Hits a body. Springs has it behind the net. They try to center. No one home. They get it up to the line. Max and Naya tipping. There we go. Patrick able to get through. Patrick makes a cut move. Cuts up the middle, but the Springs are able to tap that one and get it out of the zone. Amelia's got it at our blue line. Amelia, with a little bit of time, makes a pass towards Max, but that's going to be on net. So the goalie's going to cover for us and give us a draw back in the offensive zone with 1:29 remaining. Hawks going to make a whole line change. Eli Kira going out there. Rennie Ryder with Mason. Mason on the draw. Wins it over towards Brenny's side. Springs has it. Gets it up to the line. Kira able to hold. Sends it back in deep. Hits a body. They try to go far side. Just out of Ryder's reach. Springs cutting in. Going against Eli. Eli forces him. Steals the puck away, but has a second one on. They get it back and around. Kira there in support. They try to center. They miss. Shot again. Pumps. Goes wide. They get up to the middle. Shot. That hit a body in front. She didn't see it at all. And they tap that way far down on the blocker side. I don't think G even saw that one. There are about 4 bodies in the front. Not much they can do about that one. Springs do a great job battling back and around, keeping bodies up front. Very dangerous team right now, especially with our defense chasing a little bit. So we got to keep a body up in front. They like to play cloud the middle. Springs takes the pucks, runs it right up the middle. They're going on the far side on G, trying to shoot opposite corner. Brenny on attack on the boards. And that's where, is that Mason? Ooh, and a high stick on, yeah, Mason able to knock that one down. High stick on the Hawks, but Springs touch. Eli gets it up the zone, up to the line. Springs makes a nice little move. They're going to cut back towards the middle, hits a bunch of bodies. Good battle down low by the Hawks. Eli picks it up behind the net, has 1-2 on, loses it in the middle. They shoot, hits a body. Another shot, hits G, goes outside the net. Kira sends it back up towards Brinson. Brinson able to get it and clear it out, but Springs have it at the dot. They're going to send it far side. Eli steals that one away. No, Mason. Mason with a good cut back on the other side. Mason makes a move. Shot low and hard. Bounces back to the corner. Mason gets it again, tries to center. Ryder's there, backhander, just can't get it away. Tucker comes out, steals the puck, and that'll end your first. Hawks down by 1. right, here we go, Hawks fans. Start of the second. Hawks down 1. Hawks need to get a little sustained pressure. We got to make a couple extra passes. Try not to run down by ourselves. They do a good job of putting extra bodies in. Tucker, Patrick, Kai line out there with L and Mo, G in net. Here we go, Patrick on the draw. Patrick wins it, sends it straight back to Mo. Mo sends it over to Kai, in his feet though. Wall State goes up the line, L gets it, sends it far side. Tucker was cutting back in though, so Springs the first one on the line. Patrick, nice stick lift, keeps it. They send it back in deep on Mo. Mo in her feet, has one on, gonna go far side, hard. Comes up to the boards, but Springs able to intercept. Patrick kicks it back to the corner. Sends it back up hard, hits a body though, goes back in the corner, Springs after it. Mo picks it up behind the net. Mo with some time, sends it up to Tucker. Gets intercepted for a second. Tucker back over to Kai. Kai sends it back towards Tucker, hits his back foot though. Kicks back the other way. Springs going 2-on-2 the other way. They try to make a move on Mo. She tips it back towards the boards. Springs comes back at it, stick lift, sends it back towards the middle. L's got it, sends it up to Kai. Kai tries to make a move, but it gets stolen away. Springs coming back in. Mo holds it hard against the boards, keeps it deep, goes back to, can't tell who that is on that far side. Pops back up to Kai. Kai tries to chip it back out, gets lost. Patrick gets it again for a second, chips it back out. That puck is never gonna make icing. Forces the goalie to come all the way out, and Tucker meets him, and we'll get a draw back in our offensive zone. Mason once again on the draw. Mason, Max, Naya. Wins it over to Max. Springs takes it, sends it back around their net. Naya on attack on the boards. Naya steals the puck away, sends it up, hits a couple bodies, pops back out to the center, where Amelia is able to hold it. They lose it back again towards Mason. Mason makes a move on one. Lost it on the second guy. Colton gets it. Shot. Pops up in the air to Mason. Puck was still loose. Oh, Mason, a couple shots, can't get it in past the goaltender, comes back up to Naya. Naya tries to center, hits a body, pops back up to Colton. Colton's got one on, gonna send it back in deep for Mason. It's gonna come all the way around, back to Naya. Naya tries to center, hits a body. Springs pops up, and they chip it just past Amelia. Colton there in support, tries to send it up, but Springs steals it, comes back in against Amelia. They're gonna shoot on G, big save. Pops back up to Colton. Colton with time. Cuts back across the middle. Gets through two. Almost able to release it to Mason. Comes over to Max. Max lost a step though, and the Springs cutting back in. Springs makes a little circle stop. Colton there, not phased by it. They lose it to Mason. Mason's coming in all alone. Mason with time. Makes a move shot. Off the post. And then Naya takes another shot. Another shot by Naya, and the goalie's able to make a save. It hits the post and doesn't go in on the breakaway. Naya got two shots back at it. The goalie's able to make a save. Great opportunity for the Hawks on that one, just not able to put it in. Hawks still down one. 11:21 remaining here in the second. And Patrick on the draw. Patrick wins it forward, gets through a couple bodies, shot on a score! Patrick puts it to the net, and Brenny tips it over the blocker side of the goaltender. Hawks tie it up. Brenson sitting right in front, chips that one up and over the blocker side, right where he needed to be. All tied up, 11-16 remaining here in the second. Patrick once again on the draw, wins it forward, gets through a couple bodies, Springs holds onto it. Oh, tries to release Brenny again, just out of his reach. Springs going in wide. They're gonna send it up the middle. Ryder's there, able to steal the puck away. Then they send it from distance, shot tipped. Whoa, sent high. G wasn't quite ready for that one. Tip was about 10 feet away from him. But Patrick able to get it up and out of the zone. Ryder steals it away, but then gets a stick lift. Patrick with time sends it back up towards Ryder. Springs able to get it back to the red line. Kira with some time, looks for it, sends it right back up the middle. That'll be icing though. A draw back in the defensive zone. Kira was hoping to release someone. Good, gritty goals is what we're going for. We need to get back to the basics. Elmo back on defense. Tucker, Kai, and Mason are your forward pair. 10:39 remaining. Mason on the draw. Tries to win it forward. Tucker takes it away. Chips it up. Hits Kai. Got numbers coming the other way. Kai gonna go in. It's got one on. Centers it right back to Tucker. Just out of his reach though. Tucker, first one on it on the boards. Has 4. Centers it towards the net. Pops back around. Mason's after it. He's got Kai with him. He's gonna send it. Oh, tries to send it up the boards. Hits a couple bodies. And the Springs got 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Springs coming up the boards on L. L holds the line at the red line. Tries to send it forward. Hits a bunch of bodies, then gets it back in deep. Tucker able to, chip that one, but not get it away. Springs still cutting in. L there, battling hard. They try to cut back across the grain on G. They're going to shoot from distance. G blockers that one, sends it back to the corner. They try to swift it right around. G, a couple big saves, and they send it back to the corner. Pops back up to Kai. Kai chips it up to the red line. They chip it back at Kai. Kai puts it in his body, drops it down. Mason on it. Had it for a second, lost it. That's L gonna chase him down into the corner. Springs make a little spin move, trying to cut back and around, try to beat G short side. Second shot on G, puts it in his body and covers the rebound. G played a really solid game right now. Good movements left to right. Able to swallow up. This team likes to just play those dirty goals. Haven't beat them clean yet. It's always been off a rebound. And they smother that center of that goal crease, trying to poke it in. So they shoot again on G, hits his blocker, pops right up to Amelia. Amelia with one on, makes a spin move. Amelia with a little bit of time, lost it in her feet though. Amelia 1-on-3 on that side, sends it back up the board. Springs able to steal. They try to shoot, hits a body. Amelia gets it, steals it, cuts it back up. Amelia with one chasing. Gets it up the boards, makes a stop, shot towards the net, bounces, comes back to Max. Max makes a move, centers, has Patrick, and he scores! Patrick! Max sends it to the middle, Patrick roofs it, knocks the water bottle off. Great pass play by Max, holds it, centers it, Patrick buries it. Oh, high side, knocks the water bottle flying, and the Hawks go up in this game with 9 minutes remaining in the second. Oh. All right, Max, Naya, Patrick line still out there. Patrick on the draw, wins it forward, gets through a couple bodies. Can't get it past the blue line. Max gets it, sends it back in deep. Patrick there battling. They're going to send it all the way back to Amelia. Amelia over to Naya's side. Naya sends it in deep. Hawks going to go on attack behind the net. Oh, they center it and send it right to Naya. Naya's pass gets tipped. Max tries to get it back in deep. Mason, the first one on it. Mason with one on. Has it behind the net. Sends it up to Max. Max with time. Shoots, scores! Max from Mason! Max, an assist and a goal in the same shift. Mason feeds it up to Max. Max dead center, buries it blocker side, and Hawks go up 2. Here we go, Hawks fans. Going back, we got Brenny, Ryder, Mason line out there, Kira and Eli. Mason here on the draw. Mason wins it back, hits Kira. Kira sends it up the red line. Springs hits the red, sends it back in deep. Eli will be the first one on it. Eli, 2 on. Missed the handle the puck a little bit, makes a move around another player. He's cutting up on the blue line. Eli with time, tries to center back over towards Brenny. Gets tipped. Brenson will be the first one on attack. They're going to send it in wide. Mason there in support. They try to make a spin move. Hits a couple bodies. Pops back up the middle. Ryder going after it, but they chip it up and out. Eli's got it. Eli going to go D to D to Kira. Kira's going to send it back over to where Brenny was. Gets chipped back into the zone. Comes back up to Mason. Mason's going to send it over to Ryder. Ryder chips it to the blue line. Brenny on attack. Brenny going after it hard with Ryder. There we go. They steal it away for a second, but the Springs able to send it wide. Eli will be there defensively on the boards. Sends it back up the boards to Brenny. Brenny gets it back in deep. Springs circling back and around, cutting up the middle. Springs going 3-on-2. They make a move past 2 players. Eli forces them to the boards. Brenny there in support. They send it up to the point. Shot from distance. Couple bodies there. Pops to the corner. Kira there defensively. Ryder going after it on the boards. They try to center. Gonna pop back around. Eli's there. Chips it. Holds onto it. Kira's got it for a second. Sends it hard up towards Brenny's side. Brenny tries to make a move. Gets it up and out of the zone. Mason on attack. They're gonna spin move with Ryder. Oh, they made a secondary move against Ryder. Cut back the other way. They send it back down towards Eli. Eli with some time. He's just gonna send it up. Hits a body. Tips up. Falls back on Brenny. Brenny and Ryder both battling there. Brenny sends it back in deep. Gonna get a line change. Mason on attack. They're gonna go far side over to Eli. Eli's got one coming behind him. Can't see him. Nice little chip pass back over to L. L's gonna go far side. Mason going after it. Mason long shift right now. Mason needs to get some change. They're gonna come back towards L's side. They try to cut across. Tucker swipes out a couple people. Sends it back up the board. Springs able to intercept on the dot. Fell down. They try to go far side against G. Shot into the bread basket. He holds on. 6:13 remaining. Hawks should be able to get a full line change now. Springs going to switch up their goaltenders. 79 done for the day. 31 coming back out. 6:13 remaining here in the second. Halfway point. It's usually when you switch if you're doing 2 goalies. Patrick, should be Patrick Kai. And Hawks lose the puck. Springs have it at the dot. They send it back to the corner. Mo there defensively. Tucker going after it. Tucker puts a body into it. Sends it back to the corner. Mo's there battling. Sends it up the boards, but the Springs are able to steal it. Patrick puts a body into it. There we go. We got numbers coming the other way. Patrick tries to feed Kai. Oh, got tipped. Goes down to the corner. Kai there battling. Good battle by Kai. Pops back up to Patrick. Patrick tries to play it high side up to Mo. Mo taps it back in, but Springs able to steal it and get it back out. Patrick holds the line. Waits till everyone's on side. Tries to chip it in. Tucker and Kai both offsides. L there in support. Kai there buries them off. Patrick sends it back in deep. Tucker and Patrick going after it. Pops around the net. They lost it for a second. Goalie able to swat that one back to the corner. Tucker had a chance. Tucker tries to center. Hits a couple bodies. Springs comes out. Blue line going 3-on-2 the other way. Mo holds the line though. Sends it right back in. Patrick able to send it to the dots. Hawks going to make a whole line change. Mo, great defensive effort. They're going to try to spring someone. Mason steals it away at the line. Springs comes back at it. Colton chips it back into the zone. Colton, good battle, gets it over to Mason. Mason's got one to beat. Loses it in his feet. Comes up to the Springs. That was Colton again. Gets it back in deep. Max, the first one on it. Max tries to make a little circle spin. Pass over to Mason. Just gets intercepted. Springs comes back around. They're going to send it up and hard to Amelia. Amelia gets it back in deep. Mason on attack. They're going to try to go hard up to Naya. Naya with time. Has Max in the center. Max with another shot. Tip. The goalie makes a big save. Max still on it. Great pass by Naya. Found Max. They're just leaving him wide open in the center. It gets up towards Colton. They get to chip it past him. Amelia's got 2 on. Amelia makes a move, throws it back up the middle though, gets intercepted. They try to take a shot on G. First save, big! Lost it in the middle. They trickle one right back onto G where he makes a cover with 4 minutes remaining here in the second. Hawks up 2. Ryder Brenny line out there. Should be Patrick. Eli and Kira maybe on defense. Puck goes back around the net. Kira's the first one on it. Kira sends it over to Eli. Eli's got 2 on. Sends it up the boards towards Brenson's side. Goes back in deep. Kira will be the first one on the board. She's going to reverse sides. Get back to Eli. Eli's got some time. Eli sends it up the boards towards Brenny's side. That one will end up on net, so they are going to wait till the Hawks get down there to blow that one dead. We're going to draw in the offensive zone. Brenny, Ryder, Patrick, Kira, and Eli. Patrick on the draw. Puck gets lost. Colorado Springs sends it back and around the net. Ryder on attack. They're going to send it up to the line where Eli's able to send that back down deep. Ryder on attack. On the corner, they're going to send it up. Patrick steals that puck away. Gets to the red line. Shot. Gets tipped. Nothing on it. Springs send it back up to Kira. Kira's going to send it back into the zone towards Patrick. Gets tipped away up the board. Springs trying to cut back in. Kira holds the line. Sends it up, though. Hits a body. Still battling there at the dots. It's going to get back in deep. Springs getting time. They're going to try to pass it up the middle. Good defensive effort by Ryder. Springs Brenny. Brenny's got 1 on the attack. Brenny stops, has 3, sends it towards the net, goes back and behind. Brenson gets a stick on it again. Patrick's got it in the corner. Tries to center it up to Ryder. Brenny's still on it. Shot towards the net, and the goalie makes a save. Hawks gonna send out Mason, Tucker, and Kai. L and Mel on defense. Mason on the draw. Gets hawked up in the feet. Comes back to Mo. Mo back over to L. L takes a shot, hits a body, goes to the corner. Good job by Kai. Board battles. Got 2 on though. Oh, Mason not able to steal that one away. It comes up to the boards. L pinches. Springs chips it up and over, coming back the other way. Mo's going to force him wide. Nice swing by Mo. Takes that puck away, sends it hard back up towards Tucker's side. Tucker makes a move, gets him to stop. Tried to spring Patrick. Went through his feet. That'll be icing. And it's coming back down with 2:10. Hawks have a draw back in their defensive zone. Hawks on the draw, win it towards the boards. Mason battling there. They send it back up high. They get him to the dot. They shoot wide of the net. Someone threw a stick at it. L there battling in the corner. Maybe. I don't know, I think we might have changed. There we go. Hawks get it up and out of the zone. Kai giving chase. They send it back in. Mason picks that one up. Mason's got a little bit of time. Shot on net. Oh, tipped by the own defensive player. Goal! Mason shot it. Mason shot, got tipped by the defensive player. The goalie had to make a save. Takes a second shot, trickles past the goalie's leg pads, and he knocks it in the back of the net. Hawks go up 3 with 1:39 remaining. Hawks 10U B Red team is here. I know a couple kids on there. I'm standing right next to their locker room, so I had to say hi to a couple of them. Another goal by Mason. Good job by the Hawks. Found our scoring touch just in time for the tournament. Colorado Springs sends it up, hits Tucker's foot. They are able to pop back out. Hawks got 3 back. They try to go wide on Amelia. Amelia forces them deep into the corner. Nothing going there. Mason there, stick lifts. They still lose the puck. Another shot on G and a big swallow by G. No rebound given up on that one. Put it right in the gut. Draw outside the zone. A minute 18 remaining here in the second. Here we go. Hawks draw on the other side. Patrick out there. Colton's out there defensively with Amelia. Goes towards Colton's side. Colton holds it up, sends it up the boards. Patrick tries to feed up to Max. Hits a couple bodies. Springs tries to send it back in deep. Amelia's got it in the corner. Amelia with one on, gonna send it up to Naya. Naya tips it, gets it up to the blue line but not out. Springs sends it back in deep. Amelia's got it behind the net with one on, chips it towards Max. Got chipped by a Springs player. Good job by Patrick to steal that one away. Sends it up towards Max. Max gets knocked down, but Patrick tries to battle through. Sends it past the blue line. Oh, they almost gave it right back to Patrick to get him in all alone. Springs makes a spin move. Amelia there boxes him out. Hawks get it up to the line. Naya, nice stick tip. Keeps them from getting a shot on net. They lose it back to Amelia. Amelia is going to cut back, has one to beat. Amelia going in with Max. 22 seconds remaining. Amelia sends it from distance on net. The goalie's going to make a cover. 18 seconds remaining with a drawback in our offensive zone. Patrick, Max, Naya line out there, Kira and Eli out on defense. Patrick on the draw. Patrick on the draw, sends it between his feet up to Kira. Kira sends it back in deep. Clock running, 14 seconds here in the second. Patrick steals the puck away, gets it past a couple players, cuts back up, then the Springs sends it all the way down deep with 4 seconds, 3, 2, and that'll end the second period with the Hawks up 5-2. Here we go, start of the third period, Hawks fans. Big O 33 keeping us in this one. Hawks gonna send out Mason, Rennie, Ryder. Defensively gonna send out someone. Gonna send out Eli and Kira. There we go. Now we got 5. Now we're ready to play some hockey. Mason on the draw. Mason on the draw, wins it over towards Brenny. Brenny tips it, gets it in the zone, sends Mason in alone. Mason shot. Big save by the goaltender. Tries to spin back around, gets taken out. And the Colorado Springs going to shoot it all the way down. That'll be on G. G's going to cover. Smart play. Up by 3. Don't need any goofy plays. Mason once again on the draw. Mason wins the puck, sends it back behind the net. Springs first one on it, try to center, had a body, mishandled it, lost it up to Ryder. Ryder chips it, and then gets it up and out of the zone. Ryder on attack with Brenny. They're going to wave off the icing. Brenny, everyone there, gets held up at the boards. Just chipped past Kira. Eli will be the first one on it. They're going to wave off icing. Eli's got 2 on. Eli tries to make a move, hits a shin guard, goes back behind the net. Kira's got it. Kira sends it hard up the boards towards Brenny. Brenny able to chip it and send it out. They're going to wave off icing again on this one. Ryder on attack. Ryder going to follow him back and around the net. They're going to send it up high and hard. Brenny there in support, but they chip it up and out. Mo's got it, sends it back up the boards. Hits Mason. Mason makes a move. Sends it up to Brenson. Brenson with Ryder. Ryder shoots it just wide. Oh, a 2-on-0 going the other way. Ryder just missed the net. Great play. Oh, ref goes down in a heap and steals the puck away from the play. Mo cutting in all by herself, gonna send it back in deep. Ref lost an edge on the blue line. Ruined the breakaway for the Colorado Springs team. Pops right up to Mo. Mo cuts in, sends it deep. Elle's gonna be the first one on it, back and around the net. She switches sides, sends it hard up towards Kai. Kai chips. Springs there battling. They're able to hold on to it, keep it in the zone. Patrick there chips it back up to Kai. Kai has it in his feet. Patrick tries to send it up the boards, hits a body. 3 bodies there for the Springs. We got to cut that up the middle. 3 board battles right there. Comes back to Kai, sends it right up the middle. Tucker giving chase. It's going to go on net. Stops it. Oh, almost gave it right up to Tucker to put it in the back of the net. Mo there battles on the blue line. Springs are able to chip it up and out. Elle will be the first one after it. Elle battles in the corner. Springs takes it all the way around, trying to find that guy on the backside. He's going to keep on circling. Shot on G, sent just wide. Didn't see it. Pops back around the other side, try to hit him on the short side. They lose it in the middle. Good body play by Tucker. He ends up knocking that one to the boards and 2 players. Springs gets it at the blue line. They're going to shoot from distance on G. And they tip it off a glove and put it past G. That's no goal because they're going to call that a high stick. Shot that one super high. They tipped it in. No goal. Should be a draw outside of the zone. All right, draw back in the zone. Mason on the draw. Amelia Colton on defense. Mason wins it forward. Springs takes a shot on G, low and hard, able to cover. Get a draw in the same spot. Max and Naya line out there with Mason. 11-14 here in the third. On the draw, Mason wins it back. Springs gets it, takes a shot on net, high and far side. Colton there battling in the corners, got 2 on, tries to chip it up, gets past 1, hits the skates of the second player, still has it. They try to center, hits Mason. Mason comes away with it, he's got 2 on. Mason cutting up the boards. Mason with time, has Max on the far side, feeds him, hits Max's stick. No icing, gonna go back in deep. Max is there first. Oh, Springs able to send it up the boards towards Amelia's side. Amelia holds the line, sends it back in deep. Max gonna meet him behind the net, forces him to stop, comes over to Naya. Naya has 1 on and a little bit of time, has the battle, sends it up to Amelia. Amelia hits a shin guard, holds the line, tries to get it up and out, but Springs able to steal that one away. Going against Colton, Colton's gonna force him wide. Springs gonna make a stop, try to cut back, has bodies in front, couldn't get it to him. The Hawks send it behind the net, then they chip it back up towards Max. Springs player tried to pinch on that play. They lose it again to Max. Max with time and Nye on the far side, but couldn't get it over. Springs able to steal that puck. Colton, good battle, gets through 3 or 4 bodies. Able to make another cut move. Colton cutting all the way down. Colton's got 2 on 1 the other way. Colton goes wide, forces it, makes a move. Shot on net, score! Colton made a move, got his legs chopped down, sends it on the short side as the goalie was moving to his right, and Colton puts it in the back of the net. Hawks go up forward. Colton, great play. I think he danced almost the whole entire team to get all the way down there. Puts it in the back of the net. 9:52 remaining here in the third. Hawks up forward. Patrick wins the puck straight forward, just past Ryder. Springs coming back the other way. Springs going against Kira, tries to cut up the middle. Eli forces him. They take a shot on G, goes wide. They try to tip it back around. Springs trying to make a cycle. Great play by Patrick. They lost it in his feet. Pops back up to Eli. Eli tries to make a cut move with 2-1. Sends it up the boards though and releases Ryder and Brenny going after it. And just trickles down for icing. So we'll have a draw back in our defensive zone.
Gotta skate, Ryan! Skate! Let's go!
Patrick, Ryder, Brenny, Eli and Kara. 9:20. Here we go, Patrick on the draw. Patrick on the draw, wins it over to Kira. Kira sends it behind the net. Patrick sends it hard back and around towards Eli. Eli with time, he's gonna send it far side. Springs player tips it, no icing. Ryder and Brenny both giving chase. Gets all the way down to the other side. They're gonna wrap it back and around. Patrick will get there on the boards. Got one on. Gets chipped back up, hits Brenny. Brenny gets through a couple bodies. They get it in deep. Send it back and around. They're going to send it back up to the point. Kira there holds the line. Tip though. Hit a streaking Springs player coming the other way. Eli comes by. Big stick. Sweeps it away. Hits a couple bodies. They lose it back up to Ryder. Ryder's going to go far side. That's going to be icing if it makes it. Never going to make it though. Good job by Ryder. Get that puck out of the play. Springs coming back hard the other way. They're going to send it up towards Mo. Mo, nice board battle. Holds it up at the blue line. Battling off on two. Springs sends it back in deep. L's going to pick it up in the corner. L's going to send it hard over to Kai's side. Kai chips, gets it up and out. Tucker and Patrick, or Mason. Tucker tries to make a move. Loses it back to Kai. Kai sends it back in deep. Tucker going after it. They chip it back up. Good job by L. Holds the line, sends it back in deep. Springs steals that one away. Springs coming back 3-on-2 the other way. L's gonna pinch up, steals the puck, sends it to the corner. Nice board battle, then knocks a player down. Gets it up to the line, but not out. Mo's there, sends it back up to Mason. Lost it in his feet. Springs has it on the boards. They get it up to the dot. L's got it, it's gonna play it hard. Hits the ref though. Mo there defensively. Hits her body, forces it back up. They send it towards Kai. Kai Springs Tucker. Tucker's got numbers coming the other way, but Tucker shoots from distance. Sends it in deep. Mason's gonna be there. Mason's got Tucker dead center all alone. Still walks away with the puck, gets through a couple bodies, feathers it back over, shot. Goalie makes a save. Had Tucker wide open on the backside. They get it back up. Good job by, I think that was Colton. Colton sends it to Tucker. Tucker, quick shot. Goalie makes a big leg pad save. Comes back to the corner. Pops back up. Mason holds the line. Gets through a couple bodies. Still has it in his feet. Mason with time. Gets a stick lifted at the last second. Can't get a good shot off. Mason battling in the corner with one. Springs walks away with it. Comes up to the line. They chip it up and over Amelia. Colton gonna force him to play wide. Colton sends him wide. He's gonna make a stutter step. Good job by Colton. Chips it, sends it to the corner. They mishandle. They lose it to Tucker. Tucker with time. Comes back and around the net. Tucker with speed, cutting in. He's got three going the other way. Tucker gains the line. Shot on net. Weird bounce, and the goalie makes a big save. Shot it low and hard. Bounce ended up hitting him in the chest. Weird bounce off the ice. Tucker at the end of a long shift. Way to get it in deep. 6:31 remaining. Kira, Eli out there defensively. Should be Max with Patrick. Patrick battling in the corner. Steals the puck away at the Zamboni doors. Patrick makes a nice nifty little spin move, loses it to Max. Max shot on net, goalie makes a save. Goalie makes a save and a cover play once again down in our offensive zone.
Let's go, Tigers!
Naya, Max, Patrick line out there. Patrick on the draw. Wins the puck towards Naya. Springs get it. They get it up the center. Naya able to hold the line for a second, but Springs comes cutting back. Springs come in 2-on-2. Oh, Eli puts a stick on him. They lose it though with Patrick's back check. Comes up to Naya. Naya sends it up to the line, but not out. Springs holds it. Shot from distance. Wide of G. Came way out to put a blocker on that one. Kira sends it to Max. Max is able to tip it. He's going to send it in on net. The goalie plays it to the corner. 5:46 remaining in the game. They're going to send it back up the middle. Eli holds the line on a diving play. Battling there at the blue line. Got a whole bunch of bodies. Naya gets it, sends it towards the front. Comes back up to Max. Max hits a couple bodies, goes down. Patrick sends it towards the net. Naya was there, just on her offside. Springs gets it back up to the line. Eli pinches, kicks it back in deep. Hawks have it, try to send it over to Naya, who's wide open, but the Springs player able to kick that one away. Springs coming back the other way. Good job by Mason. Stick lifts, forced it to the corner. Kira's there. Nice battle. Spring player falls down. Kira picks it up around the net, has time. Up the boards, but can't get it out. That was Max trying to chip that up and out. Pops back up to L. Hits the ref. Naya gets the puck, sends it up the middle. Max going after it, but they chip it up the boards. Springs with the puck. They're going to send it back in deep. That's going to go back to L. L's got time. Sends Naya aside. Mason makes a spin move, loses it in his feet. Has a couple bodies with him. He's got Brenny chasing. Loses the puck towards Brenny, but Colorado Springs gets it up and out of the zone. Good job by L sending that one back in. Brenny stick lift, keeps it in the zone. Battling against two. Good job by Brenny on that one. Ryder in there as well. Everyone battling hard on the boards. Brenny sends it back down deep. Springs picks it up, going to take it back and around their neck. Springs cutting around. They're going to send it high side. Mo there gets a tip on it. Oh, nope, they're going to call icing. Mo didn't get a piece of it. Thought she did. But that's going to go all the way back down. 4:09 remaining here in the third. All Hawks right now. Spring on the draw. They send it all the way back. L's got it. Hits a body. Pops back over to Ryder. Ryder tries to make a spin move. Hits a body. Comes back out. Mo holds the line, but they chip up and over. L's back there with 2 on. L, stop move, sends it up the boards to Ryder. Puck gets stolen away, pops back up to Mo. Mo chips it for Ryder. Ryder's got Mason with him. Ryder with time, sends it up to Mason, hits his foot, hits a couple bodies, pops back up. Mason still has it. Mason holds on to the puck, has bodies in front. He's got Brenny. Sends it to Ryder. Ryder just couldn't handle the pass. He was going a little bit too far the opposite direction. Colton picks it up, makes a nice little stop move, but loses the puck at the red line. Springs are going to come in 2-on-2. Colton comes back, helps out. They shoot on G. Tip goes right to his stomach. And he makes the cover. And the ref having a little talk. 16 came in, gave him a little extra poke, trying to get that puck away. Here we go, on the draw. Patrick wins it over to Colton's side. Comes up to the point. They're going to shoot from distance on G. G, big cover. Another draw back on his glove side. Patrick once again on the draw. Colton and Amelia on defense. Kai and Tucker forwards. Here we go, Patrick on the draw. He gets the puck, sends it back to Colton. Colton in the corner. Loses it at his feet, gets it up to Tucker. Tucker chips it, sends it up and out. A good bounce for the Hawks. Pops over to Kai. Kai makes a cut back the other way, but loses the handle. Springs player is able to get back. Springs sends it up, gets it up and out of the zone towards Amelia. Amelia holds him up at the line. They lose it to Kai. Kai sends it back up the middle. Springs has it at their blue line. They're going to send it in deep. Tucker steals the puck away, sends it back up the boards. Tucker then gets his body on it, but the Springs able to steal that one away. They shoot from distance on G. Nice save. That one almost had a chance. Able to blocker that one up and over the net. Amelia there with 2 on. Patrick there in support. They're going to lose it up towards Tucker. They try to send the point. They didn't have anyone there. Kai on attack. They send it right to Patrick. Patrick kicks it, tries to make a little toe drag. Springs gets it, sends it back in deep. No icing. Going to go on Amelia's side. Amelia's got 1 on. Amelia makes a power move around, stops, has her stick lifted, still has it, comes back up the boards with time. Amelia with a little space, hits Tucker. Tucker crosses the line, centers it, but the Springs are going to take it away. But Patrick there to intercept. Hits a couple bodies. Max gets it back up to Patrick, up to Tucker. Tucker loses it at the blue line. And the Springs coming back the other way. Patrick dead at the end of a shift. Sends that one, hits a body. Loses it to Eli. Eli with time and a body on him. Has time, makes a little circle move. Cuts back up the middle, gets through the line. Eli got time, sends it up to Naya at the line. Naya tries to get it in deep, hits a couple bodies. They get it up to the blue line. Eli tries to center it, hits a shin guard. Kira able to hold the defensive effort. Keeps them flying. Mason picks up the puck. Mason going 1-on-4. Sends it in deep. Almost able to steal that one away. Springs has it. Naya there pinches in. Forces him to send up the boards to Eli. Eli tips it back over to Naya. Naya with time. Throws it. Hits a shin guard. Pops back to the corner. Eli holds the blue line for a second. Springs coming 2-on-1 the other way. Kira able to kick that one away. Kira holds onto the puck into the corner. Good border battle right there. Kira shuts the player down, steals the puck away, has it in her skates, battles through a second player. Oh, all right, that one a little rough. That kid might have to answer for that one. Kira was on a knee, dropped him down. I think Max was going after that one. Hawks ice the puck, goes all the way down. We'll have a draw down in our defensive zone with 44.9 seconds remaining here in the third. Hawks up by 4. Patrick on the draw. Patrick draw, wins it back to Mo. Mo's going to take it around the net. Got 1 on, sends it hard up the board. Springs going to intercept at the dot. Patrick steals it away, gets it up and out of the zone. Ryder giving chase with Brenny. Ryder forces him to go all the way back. Makes him make another circle, go D to D. Brenny on attack. They're going to send it back up the line. There's L. L chips it up and gets it almost out of the zone. Pops back up off of Brenny's stick. Hits a player on the bench, so that'll be a draw outside of the zone with 19 seconds remaining. Here we go, Patrick on the draw, 19 seconds remaining here in the third. Hawks up. Patrick wins it over towards Ryder. Ryder pops back. Mo sends it up and out of the zone. Springs tries to cut it back in deep. Patrick there defensively on the boards, gets it up and out to Ryder. Ryder sends it to the center. Springs making a circle at their own line. They try to center it up. Mo there defensively, but the Springs team was offsides with 2 seconds remaining in the game. Good job by Mo, forcing him to make an extra move. Patrick a draw again outside of the zone. 2 seconds remaining. On the draw, they win it back to L, and that'll end the game. And there we go. The Hawks take the final game of the season. 6-2.
All right. Hopefully we meet next weekend. Maybe we'll win the championship with them. We're here for President's Day tournament, so are they. But we're not in the same, we're in the same division, but we're not playing together. We're playing a lot of out of state. We play like, we're here. Here in Pueblo, yeah, we play Utah, Texas, and we play Regular. And then we see Sundays we saw. And then if they play
All right, there we go, Hawks fans. Our next game is next Friday, 8 a.m. Once again, down here in the Springs. I believe we're here in World on Friday. And then Saturday, 2 games down in Pueblo and 1 guaranteed game on Sunday. So we will talk to you.